Agency owners are leaving millions of dollars on the table and a way to get free leads for their team. And watch this video and I'll show you exactly how we solve that problem to go from 5 figures, 6 figures to even 7 figures of a difference. The way that it works is through reputations and reviews. I'll show you how it works. Okay, so whenever you get into a brand new Formula 100 account, you'll log in and you'll come to a launchpad. What you're going to want to do inside of the launchpad is connect your Google account and you're going to want to connect your Facebook account. So in order to do it, you literally just click on the button and it'll walk you through step by step how to log in. Now, you actually have to go build a Google My Business account and get it off the ground. So you will have to do that. But when you do, it'll ask you to log in to your Google account, Google My Business, and then you're going to search for your actual page. So if we select our account, it's taking us over here to this Google Your Business account. And once it's connected, you're good to go. The second thing that you're going to want to do is connect your Facebook account. And once you've logged into Facebook, it'll give you an option to continue. And then it's going to ask you what business page do you want to connect. So you can see that you'll need to have made a Facebook business page. Now, what we recommend strongly is you're an agency owner and you've got your blanket overall agency account. But then all of your downline, all of the people that are selling insurance for you, they also need a page that redirects back up to this one business account so that all of these reviews are going over to the business account. And then once you select the page, it'll start connecting. Now, this is from the Launchpad right when you log in. The second way to get here is to go to your settings, to scroll down until it says integrations. And then once you scroll down through integrations, you can connect right here any of your accounts. So we connect it. Now, this is if you're going to be making phone calls. So let's say that you put a phone number on your Google business page and you want people to call that phone number. And what this will do is actually let people call the number on your business page. And then there's a very cool feature that we can track those calls and respond to them. So if you don't see it active, you can hit the refresh button and then now it goes over to connected. And you'll notice for right now, until we get the phone number integrated, that it's just going to go straight to disabled. Okay. The next thing that you're going to want to do is if you're going to run leads and you're going to run ad generation to get more leads for your clients, then you're going to connect your ads account right here. And then you're going to select what pages that you want your ads account, what leads that you want to pull in from your accounts. Now, the cool thing about this feature is you technically can select every single business page that you make. And we strongly recommend that you build one for every agent and make a copy of the master and then just duplicate it over and over so that you have literally 50 to 100 business pages that you can copy all these lead strategies. And if you just hit update, then what that's going to do is every time they fill out a form, that it'll connect those forms and go straight over into this account. And then what it'll look like is if you've got a very specific set of questions that you're asking them every time, then you can connect those questions down in here, right? And so this is a little more on another video where you can create custom fields so that you can ask very specific questions and connect them. That would be in there and it'll actually show up on your contact page. As you ask that question, it'll give the answer that they filled out on Facebook and it'll pull that answer in here for your account. So we personally build a set of final expense questions, mortgage protection, IULs, whole life term, infinite banking, cash value, fixed indexed annuities. So each one of our forms will have a different set of questions that is target specific, and we focus on that. And then you just map out whatever form it is, and you're good to go. So we'll go back over here to integrations, and you can see that all of our pages are done, and you can connect your forms right here. And then any additional settings is, are you going to connect Instagram or any additional shops? Right. So now this is going to be Facebook Messenger. If you want to create a Facebook Messenger AI, then you come in and you turn this on, and anybody that starts replying to your Facebook post or your Instagram post or any messenger, then you can respond to them right down here, and we can set up that entire workflow, that automation. So now that all the backend is set up, the next thing that we do is go over to an automation, and we're going to build a review request automation. So if you've never created one from scratch, you're going to hit start from scratch. And then once you click on it, it'll take you to a blank page. Inside the blank page, you're going to have to label it. And what we did was just, this is an insurance send review request. And what we've done ahead of time was, if a tag is added to the user that they issued out a policy, right? That means that you got paid and you know that that policy is in effect, you got paid for it. You're going to go ahead and send a review request by text message, and you're going to send an additional review request by email. It's a little bit longer, a little more thorough. The second way that this can happen is if you move them in the pipeline, that they're in the one column on your pipeline stages, right? So you've slid them down and you've officially collected their money, and it moves it to one. Now, what we do is we have a workflow on purpose that anytime we move somebody to the win column, it adds this tag automatically. So it's kind of like one or the other, but we do both just to make it extra safe. Well, the next way that we get there is if they're going to book an appointment, and inside of our pipeline, we slide the contact over to they showed up to the appointment. So we even want to review, even if the person shows up to the appointment, whether we won or we didn't win, we might have had a really amazing conversation. And after we had an amazing conversation, it might not have been a good fit for whatever reason. We might have tried and it didn't work, but we would still love to get them to make a post, give us some feedback so that we can start growing our business. Okay, so we make it even if you show up to that appointment. And then once any of these triggers take place, the next action is going to be send a review request. And so all it is you're going into sending out a text, and the review link is the standard review link back at your reputation. And we'll fix that in just 1 minute, but we want it to go to the default reputation settings. Then we're going to wait for 1 hour. So the way that you do that is, if you're doing this again, you see right here, if you just hit review, you can go down here into the action and it'll say review no matter what, right? So if you grab review, then it's going to ask you which review type that you're going to do, and you can pick it, and then it goes straight to there. So if you've never done this before and you're just doing it for the first time searching, you would find it right here, but we don't need it because we did it. And again, it's the same exact thing. You search for review, and then you choose that you're going to do email. Now, let's say that we're involved in WhatsApp, right? So you type in review, and we're going to label it via WhatsApp just so that we can keep up with it. And then right here, we're going to choose WhatsApp. And once again, we're going to use the default reputation settings. And if I hit save, notice how it pops up right here. Now, maybe I don't want the WhatsApp to be sent at the same exact time. Then you would put wait. You just type wait into the search bar, and you tell it how many extra minutes that you want to wait. So let's say that you only wanted to wait 30 more minutes. And just like that, you've got wait, and we're going to say wait 30 minutes. And you can see that how we have wait 60 minutes right here, and then we have wait 30 minutes right here. Now, the only extra thing to do is, if you're concerned about texting somebody late at night and it's too late, say that you're cleaning up your account at the end of the night and you start moving things around, and you really don't want to text message or WhatsApp message somebody after hours, you can turn on this advanced window, and you can make sure that it's during hours of decency. And you can set it up where it's maybe somewhere closer to 7 a.m. all the way to 7 or maybe even 8 p.m. And just like that, you can wait 30 minutes, and then you can say during business hours. And you can update it so that you can remember that you've taken that step. And now this WhatsApp message won't get sent unless it meets two conditions. It's going to wait 30 minutes after the email, and it's going to ensure that it's going to be from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. during duty hours. So both of those conditions are going to get met. And maybe you want to do the same thing up here, that where it's not just 1 hour, but it's 1 hour and it's during business hours. So you turn it back on through the advanced window, and you can start messaging about 7 a.m. and you can go all the way down to maybe somewhere around 8 p.m. as well. So it's going to do it only during the weekdays, and you hit save. So just like that, you'll have a text message, you'll have an email, and you'll have a WhatsApp. So let's say that you wanted to drop a voicemail at the exact same time that you send a text to let them know that you're gonna send them a review request. So if you wanted to do that, then all you would do down here is look up voicemail and grab voicemail. And you would have to record a voicemail, P3, and then just upload that file. So if you've got the file recorded, then you can just simply drag it in there and it's good to go. And that voicemail would get sent along with the text message that just says, hey, thank you so much for the great appointment today. We're really happy to work with you. And if you don't mind, we're just asking for a nice review for working with us in the appointment today, right? So you leave a nice review request right here. And this one is this is a different trigger, so don't worry about that. But that would be where you would do your voicemail. So now that this is set up, the next feature that I do is I'm not as concerned about my time zone, because who knows when I get to sleep, but I am very concerned about the client's time zone. So we're making sure that all of our messaging is going to be on their time zone based on what we know on their time zone. So I just go over and hit contact time zone, and then I resave it, and we're good to go. Now, you can get down here a little bit deeper. If you have very specific names or emails or numbers that you need to be sent out, where everything gets sent from this one number or this one email, then you would come down here and do it. If not, it'll go through the standard account and it'll just do it on its own. Okay. So all that's there. And the next thing that we're going to do is go to reputation settings and configure this. So you'll notice right here that all we did was at the very front page, if you scroll down, there's a section that's called reputation, and it'll bring you here first to the overview. But if you go back to the end and hit settings, it'll be right there. And what the settings is going to do is, first off, it's going to start with, would you like your AI to respond to people who left a review? And you can have it turned all the way off where no replies. You can do suggested, where it'll tell you what the response is going to be, but you have to hit send. This is a safe way of doing it, very safe. And after you trust your AI to talk for you, then you can move it over to automatically do it. So we recommend here first, so that you know that you're getting a good trained AI agent. And this account, it comes in here already. So you'll already have this agent built. And what we've done is tell it a very key response, right? You'll be provided with reviews. Your task is to generate the appropriate response. This reply will be used directly in a real-world business setting. Do not ask follow-up questions. Do not include salutations, and keep it within 5 sentences, right? So it's a very specific prompt. And then what we did was we selected the tone of the agent to be friendly and be empathetic, right? Because you want this to be emotional if possible. And the sources is going to be all Google, all Facebook, or all everything, right? And so there's really no problem doing all everything. And so you just select all everything. Now, the next thing is when do you leave this reply to other people? And this is actually a really important part of it, because if somebody leaves a 1-star review, that's a really negative review, and you may not necessarily want to reply back very empathetically. You might want to reply back something in the effect of what can we do to make it better? What can we do to change it, right? What can we do to assist you and get a much better answer? So what we do for this one is if you're going to accept that a 4 or 5 stars is a positive review, then we turn this one on for 4 or 5 stars above, which means if they rate you at a 4 or a 5, you're going to say something positive back. And you can test this out by hitting generate. Thank you for the review. We're thrilled. And then if you don't like this, then you can really come back up here and tailor it for insurance. So if you're very specifically an insurance company, you can change this out. You'll be provided reviews of a life insurance policy. This reply will be used directly in a real world setting for customers that have reviewed or purchased life insurance recently. So you can change that agent prompt and hit save, and then you can test it right down here by generating a response. And you should notice that instead of being generic, then it makes it more insurance related. So, and you can continue to do this until you feel like it speaks a little better how you want it to speak. Now, this again is if they do a 4-star or above. So let's say that you also want one that is not 4 stars and above. So you're going to make it 3 stars or below. And then you're going to change this down here to be 3 stars or below. This is a review that left 3 stars or below. And we want a chance to improve your quality, service, or expectations. Your task is to generate an appropriate response. And then we're going to change this reply for customers that have left a negative review. And we would to make the review better by helping them more. And so as soon as we write this, we can generate and see, and we're going to move it from friendly to inquisitive and empathetic. And you can see here a little bit that it's expecting a certain response inside of their message, and it's replying as if, and then it's going to try to give you another chance to make another appointment with them and get them back in the door. So just like that, you've got 2 agents. One is 4 stars and above, one is 3 stars and below, and you'll see the message that's being used here each time. How do you get this message out to them? And you'll go down here under settings, and you'll go to your review link. And when you come in here, you'll have to select the page. And once you select the page, this link right here is your actual review link to your business account. And the same thing when you go to Facebook, you'll notice that this will be your review link here on Facebook. And if you were to just simply test that link out by yourself, you'll notice that it'll take you to your business account and give you a rating. Okay? And the same thing would be for your Google. Now, here's a new feature that just got added. And let's say that you don't want to build all of your reviews on Google alone. You actually want it split, some on Google and some on Facebook. So you can come here and turn on review balancing. And what that will do is give 50% of your reviews will get sent a Facebook link. And the other 50% will get sent your Google link. That way you're kind of getting one review on Facebook, one review on Google, one more review on Facebook, one more review on Google, and it works like that. So this is a cool feature if you're trying to get reviews on both of them, but there's an alternative to that as well. And that is inside of our marketing. When you connect your marketing account, you can create a reviews pipeline inside of your marketing account. So just like that, you'll have a connected account, and you can come here to Google My Business, and you're going to hit connect your account, and you're just going to find the business page, and you're connected. So both of those accounts are connected inside of the marketing. And right up here, there's a new post feature. And if you scroll down, you'll see where it says post reviews. And what this will do is if you put all of your posts on Google, so you send every single post, all of your review links go only to Google, and If you select at least 4 stars and above, maybe 5, depending on what you are, then you'll be able to connect your Facebook account right here, and it will make a post every single day when somebody fills out a review. And you can tell it how many posts a day that you want, and you can tell it what time of the day that you want. And you can choose if it's going to be on the feed or if it's going to be part of a Facebook story. Or you can select both and it'll put it in a feed and it'll put it in a Facebook story. So I like this option better. And I'll tell you why, because once you start building Google My Business, it grows all of your SEO for your website. And then you can share this post on social media, on Facebook, and let's do blue background. And what it'll be is this is a Google My Business review, and it says who the person was, and it tells the review that they just had. And again, we selected 4 stars or 5 stars only, and then it'll make the post for you. So you could add a quick little user caption. This is as if you are personally writing something. Check out another happy family purchasing life insurance from our agency. And then you whatever agency you are, right? So you would be able to just put that in there, and you could even make it better to get a free quote, use this link, right? And then you type out the link, and then people would be able to book an appointment with you to get results exactly how these results are. So once this post is made, it's on the parent Facebook account. Then you can turn right back around and reshare it to all of your sub-user accounts and get one review to go out to 50 different accounts and grow your audience extremely quick. This is definitely a way to get a larger audience and to get more free leads and to take your business from 6 figures to 7 figures or 7 to 8, depending on how you do it, right? So you'll see that just like that, anytime we get a minimum of a 4-star to 5-star review, that post will get sent out on a daily basis to your first account. And then once it's inside of your Facebook account, you can let all your other users see it on the Facebook page, and then they can go reshare it, tag themselves into the post, and let all of their audience start looking at it and book a link. So this is definitely a way that we're getting free leads in 2025 on autopilot. So I hope that works out well for you. And this is definitely a feature that every time that your agency's writing leads, writing appointments and issuing insurance, and you send this link out. So think about it. If you've got a 50-person agency and everybody's writing at least one appointment a week, let's just be like terrible, worst ever, then you've got 50 review links that are getting sent out, growing your Google page, and it's growing your Facebook page at the exact same time. And because you structured it that way, all of those business accounts are getting to share that same one review 50 different times and then add their own calendar link to it. And their calendar now has the ability to book an appointment with whoever. Now, I take it up one more step. I try to tag on Facebook the person that I just wrote the policy for, right? I ask them, since they left such a beautiful review, can I tag them? And once I tag them, will they share it on their Facebook account? And if they're tagged and they go share it, then you get aunts, uncles, family members, cousins, you get everybody seeing your review, your post on their account, and it's spreading like wildfire. So this is definitely a free way. It's 100% free leads and guaranteed revenue coming in the door. And you can have this thing up and running in less than an hour, and it'll permanently improve your whole agency. So I hope that helps. Drop a comment in the description below. What did you learn from this? Did it help you? Would you like us to do this for you? And if so, we'll figure out how to make that happen. All right.